Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video, you see the title, ooh, okay. There's some drama going on between Cardi B, Ice Spice, and an Instagram or Twitter influencer named Monte. I don't know how to pronounce his name, child. If I said it wrong, I said it wrong. But if you are interested in all of that, female rap, pop, hip hop, conspiracy theories, R&B, trending topics, like literally anything I feel like talking about, then go on ahead and subscribe and let's get into this video. So there's some drama going on. I honestly don't even know what the hell's going on, but I'm going to try to sum it up the best I can. You know, when all of this was going on, I was actually on Twitter just scrolling, minding my business. And then all of a sudden Cardi B was trending, and Doja Cat, but we can get into that later. But Cardi B was trending and I was like, why is she trending? Like, she hasn't really been doing anything. Like, why is she trending? And I saw all of this go down in real time between her and the influencer. And I was like, what is going on? I was trying to piece together the whole story, child. It's a mess. And it seems to me that he was going through his own situation with, I guess, fans or people like his following. And he was getting ostracized or criticized about a specific thing about him being ghetto. And so while he was accounting his feelings in his story, he brought up Cardi B into it, which Cardi B didn't originally have anything to do with it. He was using her as an example for whatever he was going through. And so that's how Cardi B got integrated into this entire conversation. Because at first, I was trying to figure out, where did Cardi B have relevance to this? And she didn't. In all honesty, she did not have relevance to the situation. He was using her as an example. So I saw the conversations that were being birthed around this whole thing, which, not to say the conversations that people were bringing up in relation to Cardi B are necessarily incorrect, but the fact that he brought her up when she wasn't a part of it was the part that I was like, damn. He dragged her into something. Does that make sense? So, like, initially, it really didn't have anything to do with Cardi B, and he just decided that he wanted to bring Cardi B up to make a point. And like, if he has a lot of subscribers, like, on Twitter, so him bringing that up, and then also on TikTok or whatever, him bringing that up was going to cause a firestorm and cause people to come and attack Cardi, which is exactly what happened. So people were attacking him, but then people started attacking Cardi because he brought her up. Does that make sense? So I feel like, for the sake of the situation, he could have made his point without bringing another celebrity or person into it, because it caused a domino effect of people, whatever. Not to say that some of the discourse around this is necessarily bad, because some of what fans are saying in regards to Cardi B isn't wrong per se. It's just like, damn, you done drug her into something. She was minding her business and it had nothing to do with her, but he brought her up, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's take a look at, like, what he said exactly.
So I wasn't going to talk about this anymore because it was like, y'all know I don't like to drag things out. But the videos y'all keep saying I'm ghetto and da 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 da, and it throws me off because none of my videos am I walking up to people selling them empty their purse, giving me everything you got. I don't think I'm as ghetto as everyone tries to make it seem. And what bothers me as a black person, you guys say that I'm ghetto, but Cardi B, who doesn't look like a visible black woman to me, and this is no shade to you, Cardi B. This is no shade. This is just literally a fact, and we're speaking on colorism and all those type of things. She is very, very ghetto. She's way ghettoer than me. She's way hood gangster greasy with me. She was outside with the damn Bloods. And y'all don't say that this lady is ghetto. Y'all don't say that she isn't marketable. It feels like everyone can be ghetto and black besides ghetto and black people. And again, no shade to you, Cardi B. I'm just doing a comparison. My content has always been uplifting women. I've always said so many things about women, like to encourage them and be amazing. And I might make a little joke about a relationship or a boy or something like that, and I might say bitch, but that don't make me a fucking gangster thug psycho, man. I literally don't get that. I have so much positive content that I don't even say a cuss word in. That is so uplifting with so many people, so many diverse groups, ethnicities. So what do y'all want to put me in this ghetto sad black trope for? I am from the hood. Yes, I am. But I have layers to me. I can have a deep, articulate conversation with you. Stop criticizing me. Another thing, I have always been an advocate for higher education. I have always sent people in college money for food. I tell people to stay in school, get your degree. I talk to people with their 9 to 5 and say how people with 9 to 5s push the world. I talk about body positivity, all type of things. So what do y'all be wanting to make it seem like all I say is shake your ass, and turn on the damn sheep teeth? Because I don't.
Okay, so like I said, clearly he's going through something with his own fan base, own subscribers who are talking to him about something and he was responding. So from there, it basically opened up an entire conversation around Cardi B, marketability, colorism, black women in the industry, mixed women in the industry. It brought up a whole conversation, ghetto-ness, properness, black. It like completely exploded into like this discourse debate about Cardi B, her image, her career, her marketability. Other celebrities came into it. It became this whole huge thing. But let's go ahead and read some of their back and forth. Oh my gosh, you guys better be happy because I'm about to read some of this shit. This shit is long as hell. Some of these tweets between the two of them, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because what the hell? No, I'm not doing that. But I'm going to go through a couple of the tweets that they were going back and forth. Y'all better be happy because I'm gonna read all this shit to you. He says, all I was trying to say is that her being ghetto or being called ghetto doesn't hinder her career. Essence wrote an article and asked why my viral birthday trip was not sponsored by any brands, and y'all said it was because I'm ghetto and not marketable. So I'm giving an example of another person who is ghetto that has reached a high level of success. It didn't hinder her, so why should it hinder me? That's all. I didn't mean to offend her or get her dragged. I used her as an example because of her ghetto ratchetness is what helped propel her career. It was being called relatable. This is not no stand Twitter shit. This is real life politics within the black community and entertainment industry. I'm confused as to why I'm getting so much hate. Cardi B says, it's crazy because when I became famous, people said I'm ghetto, talk shit about my accent, call me dumb because of the way I speak, said that I have no couth, talk about my teeth, my braids, my two buns. And to this day, no matter what I've accomplished, I still get called a stripper because of I'm from the ghetto. People misrepresent me because apparently I'm loud and ghetto till this day. Call me a hood rat and all. When I sat down with Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden, they called me a ghetto stripper. Why is it that y'all gotta use me to make y'all comparisons? Cause y'all only see the glory, but not when I get dragged 24/7. Leave me the F alone and out of y'all bullshit. Girl, why are you getting so mad at the comparison? I'm saying you are successful and reach heights that visibly black ghetto people have a harder time reaching. That's just fact. I'm not saying that you don't deserve success or how you act is bad. I'm saying that if someone was my color or even darker acts the same way, we will never receive the same awards or love. You are being very dense. Kihana, Sexy Red, City Girls, the list goes on. You've had major campaigns that ghetto black women and men like me will never get. It's a deeper conversation, and I'm not trying to offend you at all. To not think you've had it easier to be seen as marketable because you are lighter is crazy. That's not what you said. You said nobody called me ghetto, and now you're moving the goalpost. You know why I'm where I'm at right now? Because I took all of those no's and recognized what I had to change. I had to change the way I talk, the way I act, and the way I respond and how I present myself. You're ignoring all of that and playing the color card because you don't like me and it's effed up. You're using all of these other women. Sexy Red is making bangers on tour with Drake, and I bet money she's gonna win Female Rapper of the Year because she's grinding and working hard and not letting people call her ghetto distract her from the top. So miss me with that. Woo! So that was like a little portion of like their back and forth. A whole bunch of people are like quote tweeting them on Twitter and like giving their opinions. It's a whole big thing. If you want to see it, it's all over Twitter. Now, this conversation is crazy. The conversation itself isn't necessarily a bad conversation. I don't think he should have dragged her into it. I think he could have made his point without naming people because it's just going to cause drama. But I do understand what is being said here. And it does kind of show the underbelly of the industry. I've talked about this on my channel before. It is harder for darker skinned or black female artists to get shine, to get recognition in this industry. Sexy Red, Dochi, JT, Flo Milli, the girls are coming up, but this is more of a newer revelation. A couple of years ago, that wasn't necessarily the case. These darker skinned women in the industry weren't getting attention, love, accolades, shine, nothing like that. This is more like happening now, which I'm glad for, but that wasn't always the case, right? The industry doesn't push darker skinned women. They do push like lighter skinned women, mixed, racially ambiguous, who have the ghetto or urban dialects and the ghetto or urban representation. That is something that has been actively happening, and other dark skinned or brown skinned artists in the rap sphere have been ignored for the most part. What I will say is, does that take away from Cardi B in terms of, were there people probably in the industry who are telling Cardi B, no, she's too ghetto, she's too hood, she's too this, she's not educated, she's a stripper? Yeah, I don't doubt that. I'm sure there were people in the industry before Cardi B got put on who were telling her, girl, you don't fit the mold in terms of how you act and how you represent yourself. It was definitely more so about probably how she acted versus how she looks, because she has the marketability in her look to be pushed, but I'm sure they told her that her attitude and how she acted and where she came from was a hindrance to her. So I don't negate any struggles that Cardi B, I'm sure she's had before she got put on. Um, so yeah, the conversation itself, what's being talked about when it comes to the industry and black women and rappers and stuff, isn't a bad conversation. It's a valid conversation. I just think that he it was a little bit messy of him to bring her up. He might not have had like ill intentions bringing her up, but it caused a domino effect of dragging for sure. Dragging on both ends. Cardi B's getting dragged and he's getting dragged. So let me know what you think about this whole thing as far as them. Also, somehow Ice Spice got brought up into this whole thing. Um, because over their back and forth, apparently they were talking, and Ice Spice got brought up, in the race thing and the colorism and the parents and all of this stuff got brought up. I don't know how Ice Spice got brought up, but she got brought up. And so Ice Spice ended up quote tweeting Cardi B during this whole thing. And so they're having a little bit of back and forth. And it's been said that there's been tension between them for a bit. But now it's kind of been more or less confirmed because she responded to Cardi B. So take a look at this. I said, no offense, Barty. It's because I have a Dominican parent and a black one. And Cardi B posted this picture of her and Ice Spice at the Vanity Fair event. And so a lot of people were like, oh, okay, Cardi B is basically sunning her, like, oh, girl, you're a fan. You're coming on here quote tweeting me about this drama. But you were taking pictures with me and being all cutesy wootsy at the last event, at the last red carpet. So I was like, oop, okay now. Then Cardi B responded to Ice and said, I think there might have been some confusion on what was said. I asked why he feels so comfortable calling me Mexican. I have no Mexican parents. My mom is Trini. She came out of a whole black woman. My father is Dominican. I'm Dominican, just like you. I also used other Dominicans as an example because, as you should know, a lot of the times we are clustered into one because of the language. Also, can you send me that pic that you took of me with the camera from Vanity Fair? Thank you. Woo! Oh my goodness. So basically, people are trying to say Ice was clocking Cardi, then people were saying Cardi was clocking Ice. It's a whole back and forth on Stan Twitter right now as far as who clocked who and who clocked who harder. It's a mess. It is a mess. I was not expecting to see this today. Please leave you guys' thoughts and opinions on this whole crazy situation below, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.